Here's another question. I'm in high school, and a lot of kids at my school don't lock their lockers when they leave to go to class. There hasn't been an issue before, but recently someone's been going through people's lockers and stealing an item or two. This happened to me, and I decided to go to the school office to check the lost and found. I asked if they had seen an iPod, to which, as if on cue, my school principal came around the corner very dramatically and handed it to me and said, "Next time, lock your locker."
Oh my God.
Excuse me? What? From the clues I could gather, I think the principal was trying to teach the kids a lesson. How do I tell him that he's making an issue that isn't there? Is it okay for him to do so? Nora from Victoria, that's wild.
That's a criminal crime, maybe? Hey, do principals have immunity? Can they just steal and steal and steal? And it's like, it's cool, I'm the president of school? Like, I don't think that's how it works at all.
Okay, no, that's definitely bonkers. But I have to, and call me old, but it's also weird to me that, like, you're keeping things. Like, if I just had books in my locker, I don't think I'd worry about it. But if you're keeping, like, electronics and personal stuff in your locker, why aren't you locking it?
Yeah, you know what? I went to high school in, like, the early 2000s. I locked my locker then. And are you under the impression that things have gotten better, everybody? Are we, like, under the impression that, like,
hey,
oh, it's way better to leave your locker unlocked now?
Let's stop.
Unlock now.
Let's stop shitting, because obviously this is some sort of utopian society where theft doesn't exist. And so this principal is trying to introduce the concept of theft to this society. It's wild to me.
That's so... The next time, and he just steals, and he opens it and he steals.
He's like a reverse Robin Hood.
Do you think he dresses like a teen? This would be my big question, is if he's going to go in for this, is he going to, like, put on, Justin, remind yourself later, go find out what teens wear and then edit it into your file before you send it to Griffin. And he's wearing, and then he's trying to hide his identity. So the kids are like, I don't know, I saw a really normal looking teenager open the locker and run away with your iPod, and he definitely wasn't the principal.
All I know is, like, how is there not one, like, bully who's just like, all right, cool, and just, like, walks the halls just like pop, 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 pop. Like, how statistically is there not just one kid who's like, cool, you got it?
There is, and they call him Mr. Jeremiah, the principal of the school. Because it's
listen, all bullies have to grow up and go somewhere.
He did not track this question asker down. He did not track Nora down and say, hey, got your iPod. He is just hoarding this stuff until they notice it's gone. There is no way he is going to return all these items to their proper owners. Not going to happen. And although it would be a pretty amazing end of year assembly, or if he was like, all right, Victoria, pull back the curtain. And she opens the curtain, like, look, this is it's the greatest crime of the century.
You open a closet in Mr. Jeremiah's office and just a wave of fidget spinners comes pouring out. Why do you leave your iPod in your...
Just sitting on a throne of Pokemon cards.
Why do you leave your iPod in your locker? I want to know. It's to listen to the good... It's a portable entertainment device.
Do you not have backpacks? How is your iPod the thing that's weighing you down? Like, I just can't stand to have this 6 ounces in here. I can't remember high school. You guys, I can't. I honestly just had the thought, did I have a backpack in high school? And did I carry it to classrooms? Or did I put it in my locker? Where did my lunch go?
I don't remember in high school. I do remember in middle school because I had a The Whiz. You guys remember The Whiz?
Yeah, I had a leather messenger bag. Because I've had so many friends.
The weirdest thing about the fact that I had The Whiz is that I don't anymore. So that means there was a period at which I was like, this backpack is a locker and I don't need it. I cannot imagine that happening in my day-to-day life.
I'm sorry. I must have been confused because you kept saying The Whiz and I thought you meant the musical.
No, I just Googled what a The Whiz was, and that's a good backpack, Juice. It looks very spacious and rectangular.
It was a rectangular backpack that had a built-in shelf and was basically a portable locker that you carried on your back. Like,
shit.
Yeah, I know. It was the Whiz locker backpack, and I had one of those, and I don't anymore, and that's very strange to me.
I'm looking at The Whiz on my Cube right now, my comm box. And this one just is pitch black, and across one of the surfaces, it just says Batman on it. Which is
write that down.
Very cool. Would love one of these. Now I'm looking at one that has Wiz Khalifa on it, and that's just funny.
That is funny.
That's pretty good.
You think this is a real grab bag situation for everybody goes to the principal and is like, I lost my keys to a Hyundai Sonata? And he's like, all right, here it is. You're like, tight. I got a Hyundai Sonata now.
That would be a really epic rewards program if it's like, oh, you got straight A's?
Here's
you
a
can
Hyundai.
come into my theft closet and choose any one thing.
This is how they inspire students to sell candy bars.
Mm-hmm.
Sell the most candy bars, and you can have his shoes.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us, folks.